All right, we are recording. Okay, so tonight's topic I wanted to talk to you guys about is customer follow-up. Right now we're in the busiest time of the year. You're going to get more orders from like September, October through December than you're going to get like in any other 3 to 4 month period in the year. So I feel like right now you really want to make sure you are following up with these customers, thanking them, treating them like gold. Something that Chloe Cox says, she's someone I follow like religiously, she's a Superstar director, and she always says, treat every customer like they're your only customer. Because without our customers, we're nothing. So following up with them, giving them amazing customer service, like they could go to any Scentsy consultant. Like just because they buy from you doesn't mean you own them, and they can decide to start shopping with someone else. So you want to treat them amazing. You want to give them samples and follow up and ask how they're doing and just build relationships with them so that they want to keep coming back to you every time. So there's a couple follow-up systems I use. The first one I recommend if you haven't done any kind of follow-up systems is Amy. It is in our workstation, and let me share my screen and show you guys where you can find it. As soon as I can find my share the screen button. There it is. Okay, let me show you where you can find this. Okay, so if you go into your, I might have to log back in. Okay, you go into your account and you're gonna see it really big. My internet is so slow, especially because my boyfriend's home using the Wi-Fi and he's got the TV on. Okay, so right here, see it says sell with Amy. You can start your free trial here. Now what Amy does is Amy connects to, it's an app you get on your phone, but it connects to your workstation and all of your orders will be in there. I'm gonna stop screen sharing just because I think it's slowing my computer down, but that's just where you can find it. Okay, so once you get Amy, you can get it for a free trial, and then you can either keep a free version or you can pay for it. And I think it's $7.99 a month for the Pro. I do the Pro. It's a write-off, $7.99 a month, but you don't have to do the Pro. I think there's just a little kind of more things you can do with Pro, but without Pro, you can still work it perfectly. Now, what Amy does, it's an app on your phone, and it's going to prompt you. So see that little pineapple right there? That's Amy, and I have 101 to-dos. I haven't done my Amy lately. So when you open it up, it is going to tell you, like anyone who placed an order like yesterday, today I'm going to get a prompt, excuse me, that says, so-and-so placed an order yesterday, send them a thank you note. And that can just be a simple text. Then after, you can have it set to how many days, like if you want it set to 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever. I think I have mine set to 2 weeks. Then it prompts you at that point that they should have received their order by now for you to check in and just ask how they're liking their product. And then you can set it for like another month or two after that, just to check in again and just see how they're doing, check if they're running low on anything. And once you do your prompts, it deletes them and it connects to your phone. So if I go in, I wish I could share my screen with you. So if I go in, like if I go to connect with customers right now, Lori Lustman placed an order recently. So yesterday I ordered the child for her. It says send a thank you note. If I click on it, it's going to bring me up. I can view her order. I don't know if you guys can see that. View order. If I click on view order, her order is going to pop up right here so I can see what she ordered. So I can customize it and say, thank you so much for your child warmer order. That's really important when you're following up to see how they're liking something, because you could right there, without having to go log into your workstation, you can see what they ordered. If you want to say, hey, how are you liking those Luna bars you just ordered? It's right there for you. And once you do it, like once I say text and once I hit text them, it's going to open up a new window. It's going to pre-fill in, because you can go in ahead of time and set what you want to say. So all of my first, like when they first order from me, the first thing it says to them is hi, and then there's like a parentheses where it says first name, and Amy will put their first name in there. And so mine says, hi, so-and-so. This is Natalie from Scentsy. I wanted to reach out to you to thank you for the order you placed on my website. Your order will be shipping soon. Please save my number and feel free to reach out to me with any questions you may have. Stay safe and have a great night. And that's my prompt. Like if someone orders from my website, especially if I don't know them, they've never ordered from me before, I want to introduce myself, tell them to save my phone number, and you can change this and have different like pre-filled templates. And then for my second one, if I go in, and once you do it, it like removes it from your to-do list, and your number goes down. Then after you connect with people, you have a re-engage area. You can log samples you give people and follow up here. It does like everything. So here's one to check up to see how someone's liking their recent order. So I can view their order, and here it shows me she ordered a mini warmer. And if I hit the text button, it's going to pre-fill it. Hi, Lisa, and it's going to, whatever their name is, it's automatically going to pull it from your workstation. I wanted to check in to make sure you received your order and to make sure you were loving it. What do you think of your home is where my cat is mini warmer? And I just have to hit send. So the great thing about Amy is you can like do this in your little nooks and crannies in the day because it's on your phone and you've got their order in front of you. Their phone number is already in here, everything you need. Like if you're a parent and you're in the school waiting for pickup, well, I mean, I guess kids aren't going to school right now, but in a normal world, if you're in like the school pickup or drop off line and you've got 10 minutes while you're waiting for the school to get out, you can open up your Amy app and knock out 10 or 15 of these. You know, if you're like, anytime you've got little time that you can have 5 minutes to spare, like jump on your phone and you can catch up on all your like thank yous and follow-ups and all that. And it's really great because it just makes it so easy. Like it's like mindless. It tells you thank people. It tells you follow up, make sure they're liking their order. It tells you, you know, check in on them, see how they're doing. So I think Amy is amazing if you're first starting out. And I actually use Amy and I use a combination of another follow-up system, but I use Amy specifically to do all my text messages. And I definitely think it's a great place for you to start. The second follow-up system I use is made by Chloe Cox, who you're going to hear me talk about her constantly because I worship the woman and she is amazing. She created this, and I can share, she has this in a YouTube video, and in the YouTube video where she explains how to use this, she shares her Dropbox files. So this is her customer follow-up system. This is the log. So the log says customer name, I can't see it on the computer, order date, order type, if it's an individual, if it's direct shipped, if it's a party order, if it's a website order. Thank you. And it says text, call, email, Instagram, Facebook, 24 hours. That's telling you to thank them in 24 hours, which Amy is going to do for you anyway. So I'll use Amy for that, but I'll just check it off here just because I like pen and paper. Thank you mail sent. Hers is 72 hours. She sends her 72 hour is her cutoff for thank you mail sent. I usually do mine about once a week. Sometimes I get behind. It's like once every 2 weeks. But here you check this off that you sent them thank you mail. Follow them on social media. Ask them what their favorite product they ordered and their favorite scent. So you can use that to your advantage if you want to give them a free like scent circle or something. Order delivered or received, make sure you check in that they got their order so you can follow up again. If they're a new customer or if they're a referral, if they're a VIP customer, she says her VIPs order at least once a month. And if they're a Scentsy Club member. So you can fill all of this out. And these are all my orders just from last weekend, so I haven't filled this out yet. But you can see as I go through it, I highlight it, I check everything off. And there's a second part to this. The second part is her thank you mail log. So this, I love this. So I use these like crazy. You can see they're all like filled in. So what she has on here is you would write it first on that piece of paper, then you would transfer all of those lines onto this paper for when you're actually mailing them a thank you. So the customer name and the date mailed, the order total, because if you're going to send, like for me, I send different things depending on how much money they spend each time. And then did you send them? Each box is a different thing. They're just kind of like letters. So like CP SB? Did you send a catalog, a product list, a showcase brochure? So she just breaks it down where they're like bubbles that you can highlight and say which one you sent. Then the next one, a thank you card and a snap and share sticker. She has snap and share stickers, which is something I'm working on, where all of her orders, she sends them something that says, you know, when you get your order, take a picture and share it on social media and tag me. And that just makes other people see people sharing things they're buying from her and tagging her, and she gets so many referrals from that. And she does she has a referral program too. That's another thing I need to work on, so that when people do come to her because someone else shared it, she'll send something to the person that referred them as like a reward. The next one, did you send a scent circle, car bar clip, or a scent pack? If you don't have to fill in every one of these, but if you sent one of them, highlight that bubble. The next category, Scentsy Fresh, counter clean, bathroom cleaner, all-purpose cleaner, dish soap, room spray. Then your next category, did you send wax? Did you send felt? Did you send a scratch and sniff sticker? Your next category, did you send a body cream, a body wash, a hand cream, a hand soap, a lotion, a Scentsy soap, or a fragrance mist? Then you have laundry liquid whiff, scent soft dryer disc. And then there's one for pets. Did you send the shampoo, the Freshen Up Pup, or the spray, the detangling spray? Then did you send them VIP info about her VIP group? Did you send them join info? Every single person that orders from me gets some kind of flyer about joining my team. Even if they order from me 3 times a month, they're going to see it 3 times, because the more they see it, the more they're going to think about it. Party info. Did you send them any information about having a party with you? Referral info. Did you send them info about a referral program if you give something out for people referring people to you? Flyers with specials. Any extra flyers you put in, like I always like mine usually just says warmer of the month, because unless it's like bring back my bar, or if I sent the holiday brochure or something like that. And then did you send them any full-size products? Maybe you sent them a bar because they buy from you often, or they spent $200, or maybe you threw in a hand soap or a room spray. So you could log all of that here, and then you can see as I do it, I just highlight the bubble. And not every bubble, like they don't always get a scent circle, something from each category. You know, they're going to get things here and there. You know, as you can see, that join is on all. One of them it's not, because it's my mom. The rest of them got join info. And I think this is a really, really good way to stay on top of your mail outs. But like I said, if you're just starting out, even just start with Amy. The best follow-up system is the one you're going to use. So if Amy is going to be what works for you, use Amy. If this isn't going to work for you and a system like this is going to work for you, use it. If a binder system is going to work for you, there's tons of things on YouTube where consultants have a small binder and they have dividers and they put their order forms like this needs to be ordered, this has been ordered, this section needs to be packed up, this is for my follow-up. Like there's tons of different follow-up systems. So the key is finding the one that works the best for you and just making sure you use it. So none of them are wrong, just use one of them, find something. So I use the combination of the 2 of them. Now what I send everyone, you can send Happy Mail for like, it's called a butterfly stamp. I think it's like 85 cents. They might have gone up, but they used to be this stamp. It means it's non-machinable just because it's a little bit thicker than a regular stamp, but it's not quite a package. And I would send a lot of Happy Mail through that. And I honestly, guys, I just use regular legal size envelopes, and I can send Happy Mail in here. If someone spent a lot of money, I'm going to use a bubble mailer, a small bubble mailer, and send them more. But you can be very simple. You don't have to break the bank to thank your customers. I'm going to show you what I send people. So first of all, my parties that I put in myself, I always get scent circles for free and half off. 6 packs of scent circles, either free or half off. And if I did get them for half off, I'm going to write them off because I give them out. I give scent circles out. I just had a stack this big today that were ready to go out. Now, what I do with my scent circles is I use them for my thank you card. So here you can see, I just wrote, Luann, thank you so much for your order and for supporting my small business. I put a heart, and I put Natalie. So I'll just sit down with my log in front of me and go down and just have a stack of scent circles and just start writing thank you notes while I'm like watching something on my iPad. And this can go in a legal size envelope for just a stamp. Also in my legal envelope for just a stamp is a product list. You have to fold it like one more time. You have to just kind of go like that. So everyone gets that, everyone gets that. Everyone gets a warmer of the month flyer, and everyone gets some kind of join info. Here's a little flyer that says start your side hustle and why you should. And at the bottom, it says, become a Scentsy consultant for free, ask me how. And I printed these out and I just stamped my info on the back because nothing leaves my house without my info stamped on everything. If they're getting 6 pieces from mail from 6 flyers or something, every single one is going to have my info on it, because if they throw some away and only keep one, you want your info. Another thing I'll use is top 10 reasons to join Scentsy. And I also use the join brochures. I won't send them all 3 of those things. I kind of scatter them, like maybe one time they get the join brochure, then one time they get the little thing I just showed you, one time they get this. So I'm giving them little pieces of like join info. This is something I send to a lot of my customers. I made this in Photoshop, and I took some stuff from the catalog. I put my own picture there, and it talks about ordering a whiff box. And then if it's this time of year, I will send these kind of brochures. And like right now, I have Bring Back My Bar and Brick stuff printed out. So you can do all of these things really easily in an envelope with a scent circle. And if you also want to keep your costs low, you can do felt samples. These can also go into that kind of an envelope so they can smell the scent. I usually will just do the scent of the month. Scent of the month will get done in felt samples. And then when the new season comes out, I'll usually get a set of the new bars and I'll like sprinkle in like some new releases here and there. You can get these from the Scentsy store, but I also get these little ones. They're just tiny felt circles. They're about the size of a quarter. I get these on Amazon. I think I got like 200 for $6, and you actually, it uses a lot less wax, so you get a lot more, you know, when you melt a bar down. Other things I send, I kind of do, if they spend $1 to $40, they get a product list, a felt sample, the warmer of the month brochure, and a scent circle. If they spend $41 to $74, they get all of that plus a body sample. And again, you can buy these from the Scentsy family store, and they're flat, and they can go in that envelope with that bigger stamp. And you can get these in packs with lotion, hand soap, body wash, hand cream. And they're in Luna, Shimmer, Go-Go Mango. I think there's like 4 scents you can get them in. I tend to get Luna. In the summer, I'll probably throw in like Go-Go Mango or something, but right now I'm just doing Luna. And then if they spend $75 more, they get all of that, and then I'll give them another sample. I'll give them maybe a counter clean or a room spray, or if I know they have a pet, I'll send them the pet samples. You can get them in the store too. You can get the shampoo in sample packets like this, or you can make the spray ones too. And then I will also use these tiny little, I forget what size they are, I could figure it out. They might be 2mm bottles, and these are room spray samples. And then it has a QR code, which I'm starting to put QR codes on everything to have them send it right back to my website. So depending on what they ordered, and for me, if they spend $75 or more, I'll send them something full price. I'll throw a bar in there, like you can see the amount of bars I have, or room sprays, or depending on how big the package is, hand soaps. I get hand soaps for free all the time. I've got tons of them. It's a $6 product. I'll send it to someone if they spend a lot of money with me. And then the other samples I do are the crinkle cut samples, and I think I pulled one out. Oh, I threw one in here. But the crinkle cut samples I showed you guys the other day, I will put those, you can put these in an envelope too, they're not that thick. But my customers who spend a little bit more get like a smaller bubble mailer with, so I can like put a little bit more in it. And then I do special things at different times of the year. I usually send candy. If they didn't spend a lot and I'm just putting it in an envelope, I've tried doing Airheads, like the small mini Airheads, and some of them have gone through and some have been sent back telling me it's too thick and it's a package. And I'm like, no, it's not. I weigh everything and use stamps.com. But for my bigger packages, I'll do the small mini gummy bears. And right now, I just sent a lot of things from my weekend sale for Black Friday. So I did a deluxe sample package. And this is 2 brick scents, the scent of the month from this month, and like the last 3 months of scent of the month samples. So I did like deluxe packages. And then I also did a mini candy cane, a Reese's Bell, and a Santa Hershey Kiss. And I threw some little confetti that looks like snowflakes. And this is just a self-sealing like bag. So all the customers that just ordered for my Black Friday weekend sale got both of these things as just like a kind of fun Christmassy thing. All right, was there anything else I wanted to tell you about what I send people? And if like for this log, if I'm delivering their order, I'm gonna just like put this in their bag. And for this one, thank you mail sent, I just write in order because it means I'm giving it to them in their order. And there's also this, she has a bulk sample log. And the most efficient way to make samples is to take 1 day a month, and whatever you're going to do, not saying you have to do every category. I'm not really good at filling this out, but like if you're doing a wax scent and a room spray, if you're doing counter clean, if you're doing whatever kind of samples you're doing, write down what you did that month so that when you fill this out and you go back to it and you know you sent someone a room spray sample and the month was June, you can look here and say, oh, what room spray sample did I make in June? So you'll know the scent you sent them. All right, let me think. I wanted to go over Amy, which I did. Happy mail, thank you mail. I think that's all I wanted to go over. I know I'm talking fast because the free Zoom cuts us off after a certain amount of time. And then for like my local customers, I just do it like this and make it all cute and throw all the samples and all that in there and use tissue paper and curly things. And my thank you scent circle, I just put on the outside, and then I see their name and I know who I'm delivering this bag to, and I have a whole bunch of bags in my car to drop off. Alrighty, let me unmute you guys. Can't figure out how to unmute all, so I'm gonna unmute you one at a time. No, we should all be unmuted. There we go. All right, let me see. Did anybody type in the chat? Nope. All right, so did you guys have any questions?
No, but I think that Amy thing is wonderful.
Yeah, the greatest thing ever. It definitely helps people.
I didn't know about it. I've seen it, never really looked into it, but
yeah,
I will.
Yeah, I looked at it because it was like, oh, great, another thing I have to pay for.
But you could do the free version.
Yeah, I know that there's a free version.
I think Julie, I was going over that with you, right? We were trying to figure out the difference from the free version. And I feel like the free version had just about everything the regular version had. I don't think there was much difference.
Yeah, I can't remember what the difference was. Wasn't much of a difference though.
Yeah, like you can totally use the free version and get everything you need. This meeting will end in 10 minutes. Go away, Zoom. Upgrade now. No, I'm not paying you. But yeah, I mean, I think Amy's great because especially when you're just starting out, it like prompts you to like go in and like do those and gets you in the habit of doing kind of follow up. And
Right.
I think it's great too because like I said, if you've got 10 minutes here. If you're at a doctor's office in the waiting room and you've got
Right.
20 minutes to spare, grab your phone and do those follow-ups. If you're sitting online, even if you're in a drive-through waiting to order food somewhere, or you're waiting to pick food up somewhere and you've got 5 minutes, do 5 follow-ups, you know, just instead of being like, all right, I need to sit down for an hour and do my follow-ups, do it 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And before you know it, you've cleared out your 100 notifications and, you know, you're done.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think it's definitely worth it.
I don't have any customers right now, so I don't have to worry about it right now.
Poor D.
I am struggling hard, y'all. I am.
But don't give up.
Nobody is like, you know, responding to anything I post. So, Natalie, it's not that I had given up on your 12 days of Christmas. It's just nobody is responding to anything, and it's making me mad. It's what's
I know, I've been
happening.
there. Trust me, I've been there. I've been in this business for 8 years, and I've been at the highest highs and the lowest lows. And it's that kind of a business. You have your highs, you have your lows.
Bless
It
you.
fluctuates. You just can't give up. Just keep going. You never know when that breakthrough is coming. And I always see this meme where like there's a guy underground like mining, and he's about to give up. And if he went one more inch, he would hit the diamond. Like, don't give up, because when you give up, that's like right when you're about to like.
Like, people are seeing it, but they're not, you know, commenting or messaging me or anything, and it gets frustrating after a while.
I know. Trust me, I know.
It's like, oh, and what's really, really frustrating is, like, I'll tell people, like, look, you don't have to buy anything, but at least share my post, you know, like it, you know, comment or something, because I do have people on my Facebook that have their own business, and they've invited me to like their page or share it, and I've liked their page. I've shared their stuff. I've even given recommendations. I have a friend who owns her own baking business that she runs out of her home. She quit Walgreens to start it. And somebody was looking for a recommendation for a birthday cake. Well, I recommended her because she does a really good job. But these same people don't do the same for me.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
So I'm like, okay, well, don't ask me to like anything, support your business if you're not going to do the same for me. So,
Right.
I'm kind
but
of in the same boat as you, because I've had people like, oh, I'm gonna buy, but then they don't purchase anything, so I'm just like, okay. And then they complain about like their stores being long, and I'm like, so like order from me and I'll get it to you sooner. They still don't.
Yeah, it takes
So it's just hard.
a lot of consistency and a lot of just persistence, and you know, you just got to keep going. Trust me, I did a sale Black Friday weekend, and I have 2 people that ordered from me that still haven't paid me, and I've messaged them and I've been like, so I have your box ready to go, because they bought stuff I had on hand, and I'm like, could you send me that Venmo? And they're just ignoring me, and I'm like, if you don't want it anymore, just tell me so I can
Right.
not sit here with a box full of stuff that I'm mailing to you. Like, trust me, I get it too. Like, it's just because, you know, my sales are high and I have a large customer base from doing this for 8 years doesn't mean that I don't get ignored and have times where I'm just like, nobody's buying. So I have that happen to me all the time too.
I mean, okay, so today I went and did a shipped order, and I don't know this lady. She's not a regular customer, never seen her before in my life. So I was like, well, before I go out, I will make up a really quick bag. And I still haven't done my business cards yet. So I did a sample of the Perfect Peppermint, threw that in the bag, put a catalog, a couple of brochures in there, and I think a couple of the hand creams. So when I delivered her, and one of the thank you cards. So when I delivered her order, I put it in her grocery bag, and I never heard nothing from her, and she didn't tip me either. So I know she didn't tip me because some stranger just gave her some Scentsy samples, or she just doesn't tip. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that is what I'm trying to do now. Is like if I go out and do a grocery order, I'll just to get rid of the catalogs and stuff since they're coming out with the new ones in January, and just send them out. Hopefully, I get customers that way.
Yeah, you never know. You never know when you're going to meet your next best customer, your next best team member. Like, you just got to keep
Right.
talking to everyone you can.
Right. If you don't
Yeah,
want to
'cause
do a
right
business
now,
card, I made one of these on the stamps on Amazon. See? That's winning.
This one's through Vistaprint, through the Scentsy portal at Vistaprint, and they'll put the Scentsy logo on it for you.
Oh, I got this one on Amazon.
Oh.
See, I'm not bougie like that.
It's in our Scentsy Success. You just link to Amazon or to Vistaprint, and we can get everything we need made through Scentsy Vistaprint. And they put all your
I
stuff
didn't
on
get
it.
that one.
I actually have 2 of them. Best thing
I
ever.
paid $8 for
I
mine.
didn't know that.
Instead of getting business cards, if you want to just get the stamp
Yeah.
and just stamp the back of your brochures.
Yep. I stamp everything.
Right.
It just seems so professional with business cards. I want to feel professional.
I feel like people throw business cards away, so I just stamp the info on everything. And then all my product gets labeled with time to reorder with all my info on it. So all my bars, all my everything gets labeled with my
Right.
They can't possibly forget who gave them stuff from when they get it. I'll label my mom stuff, okay? Because you never know. My mom has friends, and my mom may give someone a bar or give someone a set circle. So you never know where your stuff's going to end up, and label everything.
Very good point. I just need to stop getting so mad so easily. I can't help it
You
though.
can't take it personally. You know, you got to think of your business as like when a waitress comes to your table and asks if you want dessert. If you say no, she doesn't get offended. She doesn't take it personally. She's doing her job. So you just keep offering it to everyone, asking everyone, whether it's hosting parties, buying product, recruiting, you just keep asking and asking and asking. That's your job. And you can't take it personally when they say no. And no doesn't mean no, never. No could just mean no, not right now, you know, and maybe I have people that come to me that know I've sold Scentsy for 8 years and are just buying from me now because, you know, the Villains warmer came out or something, and then they become customers because they got that one warmer and now I've got them. So you just keep asking, and you can't let it get to you. You just got to keep pushing through and doing it every day, and like, you know, make it more about like you doing the offering is your job. The outcome has nothing to do with you, and you can't let that like bother you. All right, we have 1
I
minute,
have to keep
7
that in
seconds
mind.
before they're going to kick us off.
Okay. My party. It closes out on the 15th. Is that when you're gonna announce like the winners of the games and stuff?
Oh, you could do that. Just go. You could pick names and tell them they won. I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I didn't know. You said it in the post. I was like, okay. She said she was gonna do it.
Yeah, you can do a random drawing for the winners for your party points and for like whatever other game was in there.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and look now because I don't remember. But,
All right.
okay. I was just making sure.
Less than a minute, so I'm going to say goodbye now before it just cuts us off like it did last time. So I will get the YouTube video posted for Chloe's training with all these papers, but definitely go get Amy and get started with that.